right, so we are in Van Nuys, and we're about to enter one of the most legendary studios in the city. I mean, we're talking about like some gear that's one of one, you can't find them anywhere else in the world. And I tell you what, this dude knows how to use it. Like, he's on it, all right? So super excited. First time walking in here. I've seen it on FaceTime, but that's it. All right, here we go. Come on, let's go.
What's up? What's happening?
What up, Gears?
Yo, Gears.
Oh my God. Mercenary Studios.
Yep. Welcome to the
Man,
studio.
I already see some good friends over here. DW Fern, got Neve. I don't even know how to pronounce that. This is Waves. Everybody check us out. Your Waves L2 plugin is a ripoff of this dude right
crazy.
here. The L2 limiter is sitting right here in a rack. I'm touching it like it's real, okay? Your Gold Clip plugin, this is it right here. Your Gold Clip by Schwab
gold.
Digital right here.
It's actually gold.
Right? It's actually gold.
Let's say I have $30,000 to start from scratch. I'll need like a good laptop, M1 type situation. I want all my converters.
Okay.
That every one of them, the Lavries, I need all those stuff. And obviously like good speakers that I don't even need the big ones. I would need this little one is right there.
These guys?
Yeah. That's it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, and the clocking. You can't skip that one. And the clocking. Because if you can't see, right, you can't do anything. If you can't hear, you can't do anything, right? The clock
Where's your clock at?
I ain't gonna tell you. It's hiding. There's a reason why it's hiding, because that's the first thing. Like, people that know what's up, they'll ask me like, "Hold on a second, I've heard the speakers before. Where's your clock?" But I'll tell you, my distribution clock is that one right there.
Do you even get excited when you buy something new?
Sometimes.
Not
Not all
any
the time.
dopamine left?
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, sometimes you do. Depends on what the gear is doing and stuff. If I don't know, there's no gear out here that it will make or break a mix. You can do you can mix in the box and be great. But obviously it's a competition. If I have something that Ife doesn't have, and he's working on the same album, I'm like, yo, I gotta smoke him, by adding something he might not have,
Dude,
Does it mean that my mix sounds good? Probably not, but it might sound different. It might give me some kind of edge, That's all we.
You might hear something that you're like,
okay, he has more depth.
Something about this one.
Exactly, and that's all we just trying to get paid. But yeah, do I get excited? Maybe for the time I'll buy it and
Opening
it would
the
just
box.
it was cool, and all of a sudden oh yeah, I think I bought this gear a week ago. What happened to it? Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, I'm looking at pieces that I feel like you probably haven't even rocked on the mix in a while. Look at that SPL iron.
That's crazy.
I know a dude in the UK who that's the centerpiece. That's the pride and joy of his studio, right?
Yeah.
And then just sitting here just chilling.
Yeah.
But then, oh man.
Yeah, so the SPL, this specific one right here, they have 2 revisions, right?
Mm.
Okay, the newest revision one to me, my opinion, I think it sounds better than this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
However, I know a reputable master engineer that I have this specific one here, and all they do is run their masters through it. That's it. They're just trying to get that 120 volts. And that alone, to me, is huge, If a mix comes to you and everything sounds perfect, bro, you just want to, sometimes make it sound more bigger without boosting stuff, So running through this will give you a cheat code, make it fat and you just move on. You don't need to,
I got a couple
compress it.
pieces that do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just run it through and you're done. They'll ask you, what did you do? I didn't do anything, but I can hear you did something.
Mm-hmm.
How easy is it for you to set something up that's not hooked up? If you want to use it on the
where
fly.
I'm trying to, if it's gonna be in a mix, it's quite easy. If it's gonna be mastering, that means I have to go on the over there, which probably might take me. Let's say your important clients coming in right here. I'm gonna use everything in front there. You give me about 30 minutes, I'll set it up, because I have the flock right there, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just boom boom and it's done. Yeah, that would be quite easy. But here, it wouldn't take that long. Probably 5 minutes, because everything is hooked up to this patch bay thing here,
Yeah.
So it'll be quite easy. And I can sneak skinny self back there.
Let me see.
Nah,
Let me see
that
my
place
behind
is that
you,
place
man.
is
The
a
clock's
mess.
back there.
No, the clock is not there. No, you see.
Oh yeah, I can't get back there, bro.
No, you can't. You can't. I'm the only person that can fit in there. You know why? Because I'm like 140 pounds and stuff. Skinny like mosquito.
Dude.
Specifically designed for that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bespoke.
Yeah. But
That's
no,
crazy.
Yeah. Sometimes I even go all the way back there.
Wow, but on the cable, like this cable's like.
I know it's a mess. Right
But you
there.
you know how to do your thing.
I
That's
know
crazy.
every single cable back there, what's hooked up to. Some of them are labeled, majority aren't, but I know exactly what it is, like what's connected to what, the route and everything. Yeah.
Dude,
Is that a mothership down there?
No, the mothership is burnt. It's burnt
What?
too, yeah. It's gone.
In the fires?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Again, man.
The homie had it. No, this one is a patch bay.
No, underneath that, I see the B2T.
No, this is for the power supply for this guy.
Oh.
The Avalon.
The Avalon's got a PSU unit?
Yeah, well,
PSU.
you're dealing with the mastering stuff, The mastering stuff sometimes have their dedicated. Usually, Avalon have their own dedicated power supply, except for the 737 and the 747. That guy right there.
Yeah.
But anything above that, I think he has his own power supply.
I think somebody just dropped the first plug-in for that.
Yes, that's
Kazrock.
Kazrock. Yeah, and I think they did a great job at that. They really did a great job.
Nice.
If you ask me how close, they got really close with the EQ, but it sounds a little bit lightweight. You get what I'm saying? Like these things have to me, the way I judge it, it has weights to it. They probably got 70% of that, and bro, 70% is pretty massive for a plug-in.
Yeah.
I think as time goes, it will get really
Better,
closer. But yeah, it sounds good, especially on the top end. That's the magic. That 35K.
Yeah.
You get a vocal. You wanted the air.
35K.
Yeah.
Bro, I even have a hardware.
The airband on the mag is 40K or something like that. Yeah.
I have a gear that goes to 50K.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's and I think there's a gear over there that goes about some crazy amount. Sorry. Let me. I think this guy right here, 51K. Right there.
You see that right there?
It's who's gonna listen to
What?
that? Yeah, I know, right? It's like a dog.
What is even the point? Yeah, he's mixing for animals.
By the way, the human ear is supposed to be
That's
okay. This is not. I thought it was this is just light. Human ear is supposed to be around here.
No way, heck no.
20K.
Can you hear 20K?
No. According to the Munson curve,
yeah.
right? And then it goes all the way here. Most people are 16K. Can hear maybe between 9 and 16K.
Yeah, we after you in your 30s, all this is all blurred to you.
Yeah.
All done. But don't get me wrong, when you boost anything
You feel
from
it.
20,
Yeah.
you kind of hear some air, Hey, it's crispy.
What's today's date?
Today
22nd?
It's the 22nd of January.
Yeah.
West Audio is supposed to be launching a new piece of
I
gear
heard about that.
tomorrow,
I
right?
heard about that.
And I think that it's a competition to the Craneborn.
I wouldn't doubt it because those guys make amazing stuff. I'm really happy for them because when I first saw them when they came out with their gears and stuff,
Yeah.
I was even telling gigs there were only two guys at the NAM, and they were telling me they're hey man, we make these hardware. There was nobody at their booth. They had this 1176 and they had another Verimute type of compressor.
Yeah.
And they were hey, come here. We new and if you can check it out. I was man. These guys, man, they're making our replicas. They're not going anywhere, man. I was so wrong.
Yeah, you were
These
wrong.
guys came out there, and I'm yo, plug-in controlled, and look right now.
And the
I'm
plugins look like dope plugins.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like you're controlling hardware, but you are.
I'm proud of those guys. They did well.
Yeah,
I'm
I
really
think
happy
they're
for
coming to give these guys a run for the money. I think it's a saturation box, like a EQ.
These guys,
box.
although they're great, you restricted for certain things, right? you don't have any bands in here.
Oh.
Even though it's stepped and it's mastering, there's no bands. Like, you know, if you want to narrow bands, you can't. You know that, like, they have their own
I can
bands.
West
and,
Audio's that they're dropping tomorrow. It's what is this? It's a saturation
EQ.
A harmonic EQ.
So I call it Spectre, like the plugin.
Yeah, like Spectre. Yeah.
Yeah. So which is pretty cool, you know.
I can tell you right now, West Audio's harmonic EQ that they're dropping tomorrow is going to have.
Wait, why do you think it's a harmonic EQ?
I mean, that's the only thing left.
That's the only thing left, bro.
That's the only thing
You
left.
heard it here first on the 21st of January.
But now check this out. If they make it a little closer to like what the harmonics that they have only, I think that it's not gonna catch on as much, you know.
Right.
But because like people have, like, for instance, you have those iron saturation thing, right? On the master bus or whatever, the bus.
My West Audio stuff.
Yeah, the NG Bus Plus.
The NG bus and the NG EQ. I have both
so
of
you
them.
have all those saturations. Why do you need another?
No,
like,
because the iron in the NG bus and the EQ are two different irons.
Okay.
They're not the same irons.
So, and I mean, I don't even say this on the camera because I had an idea, right? Is it where you can turn it on? I'm gonna tell you something real quick.
What the is this blue toast?
Oh no, that's a secret, bro. You look at that. So this guy right here, bro. Have you heard about Type A or Type B?
Yeah,
That's that.
It's extremely heavy.
it looks like it. You know the Type A plugin, the saturation plugin.
Yeah, that's that.
That's crazy.
Basically, you run your vocals through it and you parallel with this guy right here. And so the crispiness will be like this.
Yo, this thing is. Hold on, I need to work out real quick.
You know why? Because it's made in the back. We probably weren't born at that time.
Blue toast. That's a dope name too. You probably engage it like that.
That's
Ooh,
it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
so satisfying.
Like
Hit
old
that.
school.
That's all you need. You just press one button. That's it. It's a shame it's only a mono, you know.
And this is the new. This is a newer version of the.
No, that's the mastering version, bro.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have what's it called, massive passive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not massive passive. This is master passive.
And what is this one?
That's a custom piece, Barry Porter. You're not even gonna find that, even if you want to.
Guys, one of one.
No, you're not gonna find
Oh my
that. I
god,
guarantee
one
you.
of one.
No, that's a.
That's yeah, and then this piece right here doesn't have any numbers. Not like it's just feel. You just use feel with this box right here.
Bro, it is so.
It's just literally it's just colors, guys. Look at it. There's no numbers.
The guy is a genius, you know. It's it sounds good, man. If you have this EQ right here, yeah,
It's a 4-rack unit.
yeah.
It's humongous.
It's pretty annoying though because if you don't know it, you don't spend the time to know, you're gonna screw things up. You just will. But it sounds really, really good. It has 2 transformer stages in there, you know. Man, I was so like, I wanted to actually make the transformer in there. Forget the EQ, because okay, what this guy did is he took like, I think Neumann EQ, and he created his own transformers, you know. So he has like the Neumann EQ that are going through his own transformers. I like his own transformers so bad that like I went out there, did a research, and I found that transformers. Let me show you, man.
What?
Yeah, let me show you. It's this guy right here.
Whoa.
That's in there. That little thing is in there. So if I don't want the EQ, I can strap this on any gear in here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They just run it through left and right.
Yeah. I found a guy from online and I'm like, yo, can you find me this and you know,
Build it for me.
build it for me, and he did. And I'm like, wow. To me, if I can have just one thing, because a song is a song, man. Forget like how you mixed it with this or that. Forget about all that stuff. It doesn't even really matter. If you cannot deliver like good sounding record, you're not gonna have clients, you know.
Yeah.
So even though there's a lot of stuff here, I mean, like I said, I only use my 2 buzz here, and every now and then, like I'm like, okay, I need this frequency to separate. Maybe I can run it through like maybe this guy or something that is here, and I'll do that. If I overdo it, I get the phone call. I get in trouble, you know. Like, hey, man.
This the White Stone is on my
Oh, your list?
on my list.
If I have to start from scratch, that will not be on the list. And I'll tell you why. The only time I'll buy this guy right here is if it's controlled by a plugin.
Yeah.
If it's not, and I heard that they were trying to do that last year.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to it. But
I
if
think
I
it's
have
still
to,
coming because what's supposed to happen is that you send your unit in,
right,
and they'll do something to it, and then
Okay.
and it can happen.
yeah, if it's controlled by plugin, I think it will be a great tool. The type of music we make, we want things to be loud, and this guy seems to not really take that kind of like voltage that well, at least for me. I mean, I think Jesse Reyes, I heard that he used that to mix the Burna Boy song or whatever, or records.
Maybe,
I don't know how
maybe
he
put it
used
in the earliest stage before he started trying to look for loudness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it. I haven't spent that kind of time on it. But last time I tried, I got the producer called me and said, "Hey, why my kick drum sound so round? It's supposed to be punchy." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I was trying to show off by using this saturation, and that what happened. I took it off and everything was cool.
That's crazy.
So if I want to do it, I just run stuff through it.
Yeah, I think
just
you're
print it.
right because I have enough stuff. You know what? You're actually.
Yeah.
I have enough stuff that can make stuff like round and smooth on the surface.
Exactly, you have that tape.
Yeah, I got yeah. So I don't need that.
But if
You're
you
right.
got that money,
So let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
Based on my setup,
Yeah, of course.
what do you think would enhance my setup? I think I know what you're gonna say. Can I tell you what I think you're gonna say?
Tell me.
I need to leave all the gear alone and go all the way back to like the power supply. I mean the conditioning. Yeah.
Power supply.
Yeah.
And a clock.
Yeah.
That's it. No more gears, bro. No more gear, bro. If you can buy all the gears that you want, right? If your room is trash, bro,
Yeah.
it's trash. Everything you're doing is trash because the power is even your gears need a certain amount of power to run correctly, right? If you don't have that power going to it, what are we doing? You're buying expensive stuff, but yet some kid in Nigeria have a mix Afrobeat that sounds better than yours, and it's making millions of dollars. And sometimes that's how I feel. I'm like, what's so special about this track right here? It sounds distorted. Bro, it doesn't matter. People love that song. And that's all that matters. But I'm like, well, I got this. I run the same thing through my stuff, and I'm like, man, it sounds too expensive for that kind of genre.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? They're smoking me, man. It doesn't matter.
Listen, stay where you at because they're gonna catch up. You know what I'm saying?
What I think is gonna happen is the reason why this Afrobeat sounds that way is because they don't have these kind of stuff. And as time goes, once things changing and they people getting more educated about oh, maybe I need to use M1, maybe I need to use this kind of EQ to give it. They're gonna catch up to the way Americans mix,
But the problem, I know a few people that run really top end studios in Africa. One of the biggest issues is infrastructure, power. The kind of power that they're getting, and how stable it is.
Yeah.
They can have a DW Fern, for instance, and then the power goes boom, boom, and then blows.
Talking about that,
you know what I'm saying?
I received a record I was working on, and you can hear the fluctuation of the power in the vocals.
Yeah.
You can hear it. And I was like, wait, why does the vocal sound like it's phasing or whatever? And they were like, oh, the power went out when we were recording. I'm like, yeah.
What?
You couldn't re-record it? They're like, oh, he has to go to different town just to record and it sounds different, obviously, So
that's the other
thing.
end of the spectrum of what we're talking about. Is because in your average American home, you have power, but you need to treat that power to where it's literally they use the word clean. You gotta clean it up.
I have backup of clean. They that going through that, and you have to back it up, and you don't want to ruin if the power goes out. That Lisa, I had it on one time, and the power went out here because it was too hot, the whole LA, right? And it went out. Bro, they don't make this anymore. I think this serial number is number 4 or something like that.
Wow.
Bro, the guy that fixed this, he had to reconstruct the transformers in there, and I was actually nervous because I thought it was gonna cost a whole lot.
Yeah.
I think it cost about $2,000 to fix it, but you don't want to plug this into let's say some bad power supply and it goes out and you're done. Like
That'd be
the guy that
crazy.
created this doesn't even want to deal with anybody that have this. He's done. He's just like, yo, I don't want to deal with this. It was I think it was a side project for him, you know.
Yeah. Let's talk about monitoring for a second.
Yeah.
Look at these guys.
Tyler's.
Like, this guy's taller than me.
Tyler's, man.
And his speakers from the top all the way to the
It's a
bottom.
three-way, right? So obviously the lows, the mids,
Highs,
and
mids,
the
lows.
yeah. So it's pretty.
Bro, each crossover point is as big as my main speakers.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
for
because
real.
you have so the PMC. I had PMCs. I had the real PMCs, not the one that you have. You know. No. When I said not the one, because yours is like the newest version, right?
Right.
Okay. I had the old.
OG.
Yeah, you know the one for the Mastering Studios.
Yeah.
It was too like the transients, man. Like I want to really love it, but it gives you that sharp transients. Like so was yours, you know. And I don't think it was meant for this room because I was hearing the high frequencies like so like sharp, and my mixes are pretty sharp, and my room is pretty bright, so I couldn't adjust to it, and I had to sell it. Yeah.